Okay, so I have to revisit something that I spoke about in an episode a couple of weeks ago. And it was about a young girl who was in a locker room at a YMCA. And there was a man in there undressed. And she saw him, got scared, went to the front desk and complained. And they said, that's fine. He is a she, and he could shower wherever he wants. So have a look at this clip to refresh your memory.
Just 2 weeks ago, after finishing my shift at my job, I went to the gym to swim laps. As I was showering after my workout, I saw a naked male in the women's locker room. I immediately went back into the shower, terrified, and hid behind their flimsy excuse for a curtain until he was gone. I ran into a bathroom stall to change as quickly as I could, organizing my thoughts to share with the people at the front desk. When I asked the YMCA management what their policy was regarding transgenders, they confirmed that the man that I saw was indeed allowed to shower wherever he pleased. As long as you are not a red flag on Megan's Law, the California Sex Offender Registry, a grown male can shower alongside a teenage girl.
So yeah, that 17-year-old girl was scared. She didn't know what was going on. She didn't know if she was safe. She went into the locker room and sees a naked man. Goes to the front desk and complains, and they said, it's okay, that's a woman, you're safe. Not good. But I'm bringing this up again because I just came across something else where a transgender woman is suing the local gym for discrimination. So have a look at this clip.
My weight went from 340 pounds to 195 pounds.
That's all thanks to 11 years of water aerobics classes at Crunch Fitness. But not only did it help shed the pounds, she says she also shed an old identity.
The whole time, Kristen is inside Christopher going, I'm suffocating. Please don't let me die.
Wood says she identified as a girl since childhood, but didn't begin her transition from male to female until July 2016. But just 2 months after starting hormone therapy, she says a male gym member began to harass her.
The individual comes over to me and says something untoward and makes a threatening gesture and walks in my direction.
Days later, she brought a letter from her endocrinologist explaining her transition and asking gym staff to accommodate her in the women's locker room. Last February, she legally changed her name and gender. But Wood says it took another 7 months for Crunch to finally allow her to use the women's facilities.
I thought I had friends in management that so totally understood me. Well, when that was betrayed, how would you feel?
Wood said,
And that's Kristen. You heard her say she went from 340 pounds to 195 pounds, which alone is a great accomplishment, and I applaud Kristen for that. Here's my problem. Kristen is a man. Kristen is Christopher, but he claims he always identified as a female and knew he was a female from when he was a toddler. But you saw photos in that clip where Christopher was a man. Christopher didn't look like they were identifying as a woman. Okay? Man's clothes, looking happy, smiling. It's all garbage. It's all an attention grab, and it's all mental illness. So Kristen brings a letter to the gym from the endocrinologist telling the gym that he's transitioning. That doesn't mean shit. The gym people are not medical professionals. They didn't need to see that. And nor can the doctor tell the gym, you have to let him use the women's locker room because he's a she. Absolutely not. It's ridiculous. It should not happen. But then you heard him say, her say, they legally changed their name and gender on the identifications, on this, that, and the other thing. Which, again, doesn't make a difference. I could legally change my name to whatever. I could, you call me Stephanie. I could go to the registry and say, I'm changing my legal name to Stephanie, and I could get it done. Okay? It means nothing. I'm still a biological man. Okay? Call me what you want. I'm still a man. But Christopher Kristen is not happy about it, hence the lawsuit against Crunch Fitness. And they will say, he will say, that it has nothing to do with money. Oh no, it has to do with discrimination. That person does not belong in a female locker room. End of story. Just like that 17-year-old girl was scared when she saw a naked man in the locker room that she was in. If they want to accept this in society, which of course it is, and I have no problem with it, give these people their own facilities. If you have a big locker room, cut it in half, put up a wall, do something to give them their own space so they can stay away from the biological women or biological men, depending on what this person thinks they are. This is unacceptable because young people use these facilities. And I'm not saying Kristen Christopher is a danger to anybody. What I'm saying is they should have their own restroom, locker room, shower. They should not be allowed to be in a shower with a teenage girl, or if it's a woman who says she's a man, should not be in a shower with a teenage boy. It's unacceptable, but society says it's okay because we have to be all embracing. We have to include everybody, and include all you want. Include all the people you want. And again, change your name on your ID, change your gender, keep changing your wig, wear makeup, wear heels. It doesn't make him a woman. When are people gonna wake up and stop calling bullshit on this? Okay? If these gyms want to accept the people, that's fine. Everybody should be allowed to go to the gym, no matter what you say you are. But you should not be allowed to be in a locker room or shower if you're the opposite sex, because they are. Kristen is Christopher, whether he likes to believe it or not. And the 17-year-old was in a locker room with a man, whether that man wants to believe it or not. Stop this nonsense and give these people their own areas. They can work out with everybody, but they shouldn't be allowed to undress and shower around the opposite sex. Okay? And again, I'm not saying that Christopher Kristen is dangerous, but what I'm saying is it's unhealthy for a young person to see that. Okay? Because it's not normal. It's not normal in my world, and it's not normal in most people's worlds. It's a mental illness, and if they don't want to have it checked, that's fine. But give them their own space. Enough is enough with this. And they're suing for discrimination. That's a crock of shit. They're suing to make financial gain off of them calling themselves the opposite gender, because they knew if they did it, they weren't going to be accepted. And here we go with the lawsuits. It's an absolute scam, and people need to open their eyes and stop this nonsense and just give them their own space and end it. And that's it. And that's my opinion. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't liked this video already, please hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and hit the notification bell. Share this video with someone. I hope everybody's healthy and safe, and I'll see you soon with something else. Have a great day.